Hello everyone. The story today is about Richard Montez. He was working as a janitorial at Frito-Lay's, but created something amazing with his PhD. Let's get to the story. If you're new to my channel, my name is Simon. I'm an entrepreneur and also an investor. I usually share content like this. If you like so, please subscribe so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Let's get to it. Richard Montez is an immigrant who grew up in California. He was a dropped out from high school, never finished, and he was working different odd jobs. Finally, he got hired as a janitorial at Frito-Lay's, and he was working as janitorial. And Richard always said he had a PhD, jokingly. What he means by that is he was poor, hungry, and determined. So he always comments that he had a PhD of poor, hungry, and determined. And that's what he had. Even though he was working as janitorial, he was committed to do his job to the fullest. Every floor he shines was spotless, and also everyone knew that Richard was there to do the job, because his work will say always that he was there, because always spotless, and he's always committed to what he does. So with that, anyways, always he believed that one day he's going to create something amazing. Even though Richard was working to pay his bills, he always had a vision that his end goal would be something bigger than what he was. So he always looked at things differently. He always fed his brain, and also he takes knowledge and he applies it on his life. He always had a vision board. He always wrote it down, what his visions want to be, and what he wants, what he need. He always write it down with his wife. And with those vision, one day Richard came up with an idea of, if the Cheetos he knew and he saw he'd been eating at his job, if he put a little bit of a spice to it and chili, it might be something amazing. So he took some Cheetos without the cheese from the factory he was working at, took it home, tried a few things with his wife. They loved the taste of it, so they made a little bit of more of that, and he took it to his job, and also his wife took it to her job, and people loved it. But Richard believed about that product so much. When he was talking to some of the co-workers, they didn't think he can do it. But he picked up the phone and took action. He added value to the Fritos and Lay's Cheeto they were making already with just cheese. He took that and put chili on it, made it totally amazing. Now everybody knows what hot flaming Cheeto is. So he picked up the phone, called the secretary of the CEO, and he told the CEO that he was a janitor and he wanted to speak to the CEO. She couldn't believe it, but she went ahead and put him on the phone. But there was one thing the CEO always preached on that company. He always said, it doesn't matter who you are, as long as you work for that company, you need to treat that company like your own. So he took that word from the CEO, and Richard took an action, and he called the CEO and he talked to him on the phone, and he told him that he had the great product, he should try it. And the CEO took him up on that and told him he'll make sure to come visit him in 2 weeks to have a presentation ready for him. And at that plant, everybody was freaking out because the CEO was coming to visit them. And everybody was mad at Richard for calling, but Richard did not stop there. He went home and with his wife, imagine, this is the guy who never finished high school. But he went home and with his partner, they start working on making some marketing and also presentation. They learned that in 2 weeks by visiting a library and reading a lot of books. This is way back in the days without the internet. So imagine now you have all the tools you need. All you need is to take an action. So let's learn a lot from Richard, what he did. So he took that and they went back and he did all the presentation with his wife, got it together, and he even made a little design of the pack it should look like. And he presented the product to the CEO, and that was the history of that. After that, the CEO loved the product, and after that, the company took over that idea and they run with it. Now Richard sits in millions and millions of dollars. He still gets his royalty from that amazing product he created. So the bottom of the story is this: it doesn't matter where you at in life. It doesn't matter what kind of job you are doing right now. All that matters is know you are going forward. Don't hold yourself back. Just because today you are doing the job you are doing, it doesn't mean your life cannot change 360 in the future. So you just need to work hard, believe on yourself, and also the most important thing is take action, because one step will lead you to a lot much better future forward. So the story Richard always said is that believe in yourself, go forward, and also take actions. And as always, he believes that you need to have a mentor. Always have a good mentor. And with that, hopefully this video helps you out somewhat to clear what can be done and what kind of power every one of us have if we take actions. This is Simon again. As always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share this video. I hope you like it. And if you have any comments, please do so. As always, take care. We'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.